didn't realize how tightly I was holding on to this role I had of provider until I had to let it go. I stepped back from full-time work to part-time work. I took a significant pay cut, but the math was still mathing. Like, logically, everything was going to be fine. But I was not fine. I was very far from fine. I panicked. I spiraled. I couldn't get myself to stop spiraling. And I couldn't figure out why. It took me a while to realize that I had wrapped my entire self-worth around this role of being provider and this identity of providing. My subconscious brain thought that being interdependent in a relationship was actually me failing. That this interdependence was actually weakness because I couldn't do it all myself. And I felt that stepping back somehow made me less, even though it was specifically for my mental health and for me to be able to start a business and dive into the world of entrepreneurship. Turns out none of that meant that I was less. It meant that I was human and I had a functioning human brain. And if I'm honest, I think the hardest part was that I chose not to tell anybody about that. I had a therapist that I was working with at the time, but outside of her, not one person knew that I was going through a full-ass identity crisis. Looking back now, I can see how much of a chokehold that story had on me about my self-worth, or just my worthiness as a human being. That somehow making less money made me less valuable as a person. It didn't. It made me real. But learning to let go of that identity was one of the hardest and best things I've ever done for myself.